Hello, I'm Ross Robertson, Principal of Macrobat High. Thanks for taking time to watch my short video message to you. I wanted to take this opportunity to speak to you again directly about acknowledging the efforts that you have made at home to keep your children connected to learning in this time of disruption. Also sharing with you the progress of Year 11 and 12 students on their return to face-to-face learning, and as well giving you some details of the preparations that have been happening for the return of Year 7 to 10 students. Learning at home has been more about strong collaboration between home and school, teachers developing the content, presenting online, and technology troubleshooting, while students accessing the curriculum and completing learning tasks. Now, all of that sounds really simple, and pretty easy to achieve. However, it doesn't mention anything at all about you as parents, because you have been the glue that has made this come together. Without your efforts of setting expectations and enforcing boundaries, this would have been a complete failure. So thank you again for all that you've done to make this work. Our goal is to keep students connected to their learning, and I think together we have well and truly achieved this. Year 11 and 12 students returned with great excitement last week to see friends and teachers, and overwhelmingly the students expressed gratitude for what their teachers had done during this period of disruption. They were mightily glad to be back at school. You could see it in their face. Such excitement, seeing friends and just being able to see their teachers. It was a great experience for all those students. This was also reflected in our attendance, because during the week our attendance fluctuated between 93 to 95%, whereas across the state it was around about 81% across the state. So that's great. That was great to see that number of students eagerly return to school and ready to get back into work. And the teachers have also reported that most students have settled quickly back into their learning routines and meeting our high standards. When you see this message, the Year 7 to 10 students will be back at school, but at the time of making this, staff were busily preparing for the return of these students. Adjustments were being made to curriculum and assessment, as well as looking at the learning program making sure that the learning program maintained the essential learning that was important for future learning, and that was developed and it's being developed for the next 5 weeks of learning. In addition to this, teachers were also considering how they were going to support the transition of students back to school routines. Back to that day-to-day things, making sure that they were in their uniforms, wearing their uniforms correctly, coming to class, and just getting back into those routines of what it's like to be back in school and learning. What I also can say, however, is that while there was all this preparation going on, the staff were looking forward to the return of students, getting the students back to school life, getting them back into something resembling normality, and there was certainly a degree of excitement amongst staff about being able to get back to that. What I've also done is actually provided more detail in the newsletter about reporting and assessment for semester 1, and also about the adjustments that are being made to the curriculum. I encourage you to read those, and during the week a lot of information was sent about the return of students to school, and it would also be great if you've been able to read that and discuss those things with your students or with your children. Again, thank you for your support in this time of disruption, and it's really important that you stay safe, and obviously we'll see your students back at school.